Frank Bank. We in this joint. Let this joint fill up a little bit, man. Give it a couple minutes. We talking NBA today, man. Last night was the second round of this NBA playoffs. Starting off exactly how I predicted, man. Uh, Pacers. I mean, yeah, Pacers go up 2-0 on the Cavs. I kind of was talking about this yesterday because hold on, give me a sec. Yeah, I was kind of talking about this yesterday because Darius Garland is hurt. And I said DeAndre Hunter had to step up for the Cavs, but DeAndre Hunter is actually hurt yesterday too. So the Cavs are injury riddled. Now I could see why people's bets are going down with the as far as the NBA odds of the Cleveland Cavaliers winning the championship this year. Because if they're injured like that, how can they get past any good teams? They're not going to be able to get past even the Pacers. The Pacers made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. So it's not like they're not, and they're super deep and super deep, and they're super talented, and they have basically the same team coming back from last year. So on that note, we could basically see that we could basically see that why is this not turning off, man? This car need to turn. We could basically see that hold on. We can see that the Pacers ain't gonna you know what I'm saying? The Pacers they have way too much talent to just go to a Cleveland team. I believe Donovan Mitchell had about 48 points last night. It wasn't enough. Just on the strength that they have to have a deeper team and they have to have way more contributions. Contributions that they feel as though they can compete with the better teams. Yo, what in the heck is going on? Just because this is here, this phone don't want this car don't want to turn off. How stupid is this car? Trying to stay on the blue. This is the weirdest shit I ever seen. Shut this shit down, bro. I literally got and the window don't go up. I'm lost. What's up, y'all? Two in the building. Hit that like. Yeah, I'm talking about right now. On my car, my bad. Yeah, basically, um, all their whole team. I mean, the Cavs need their whole team to compete with the Pacers. Even though it came down to the last bucket, but Donovan Mitchell had 48 points. And it came down to that bucket, and then there was the Pacers. I mean, the Cavs fans were screaming overrated to Tyrese Halliburton. So I believe that Donovan Mitchell said all those things. Hit the like button. I got 9 people in the building. I want like double tap. You could double tap on my face. Look right here. Like, but yeah, like I said, the Tyrese Halliburton that just lit a fire in him. Come on, man. I got 9 people in the building. I still don't got one like. Well, what's up with that? It's crazy. Because the if y'all can hear me, but yeah, like the Donovan Mitchell, man, he went off last night, and like they were really looking like they were gonna win last night, but it didn't happen because Tyrese Halliburton that lit a fire in him. Hit the like button, y'all. Double tap. Um, it lit a fire in him, man. It just like even Donovan Mitchell was telling the crowd, calm down, because you're gonna light this ball up, and we already winning. So in accordance to that game, bro, it's gonna be so hard. This is gonna it could switch. The series could switch, but it's gonna be so hard to come back down from 2-0. To me, I don't. I mean, then again, Cavs could win. All they gotta do is win. I don't know, man. This is gonna be a hard series for the Cavs. It's gonna be hard now. And then if Darius Garland don't come back, he's a major part of that offense. So it's not looking like, oh, we gonna be good without Darius Garland. That's not looking like it right now. Yeah, but yeah. So that Pacers game was crazy. Me just thinking about it, man. And that shot by Tyrese Halliburton, bro. And then he did the Sam Cassell celebration. He gonna get fined for that, but he didn't even care because they were calling him overrated the whole game. So he probably look at it like, man, I'm gonna show these fans. Other than that, we double tap the like button if you come in here, man. I've gotten like at least 20 people coming here and nobody liked it. Like that's crazy. But I guess show love, y'all. I'm dedicating myself to shoot these videos so y'all can show love. Uh, second game was the Golden State game and the Timberwolves games, which I kind of said yesterday. It's kind of crazy because when I seen the game and all that, I was saying, man, the Timberwolves won against the Lakers, but I believe the Lakers lost because the Timberwolves, them last games, they were shooting horrible from the field. So now Anthony Edwards starts off his first half 1 for 10. I kind of said that like he's in a funk right now, man, and he was kind of popping it. He was popping it like he was not in the funk. Like dude was showing horrible. Like he got to start driving to the. Anthony Edwards when he get in these funks last year he did the same thing in the playoffs. He can't shoot his way out of it. He thinks he could shoot his way out of it, and it's kind of crazy that Boston coach said that the other day when Celtics shot so horrible, he said, "Man, we're gonna shoot our way out of it." That's some people's concept in the NBA these days, is just shoot your way out of funks. But yeah, that Wolves game, man, the Warriors was up the whole game, so that was a wire to wire win, and Steph Curry went down in the second quarter, and they still couldn't make a run. So I don't know. I kind of predicted that the Warriors was gonna win because of their veteran leadership, but now it's looking like Buddy Hield is really an X factor. He's like on a heater, and if they got to keep running this. Warriors is smart. Steve Kerr is smart. He was a shooter in his day, so they got to keep running this. They got to kind of like still keep Steph Curry because Steph Curry's the major weapon, but kind of run this to the ground. This Buddy Hield hot streak right now, because Buddy Hield is this is second playoff run, and he showed that he's able to do these things, but it's just you got to put him in a position. And man, Steve Kerr was such a good shooter that I believe, man, he probably knows about all these screen plays, all these things that he wanted to do when he was in the league. That's why it's kind of good that he's the coach because I believe that he's gonna go more for shooting. He's gonna like set up. He's gonna have all the plays in his head, all the back doors, you know what I'm saying, like all the back screens and all that shit to get my bad for cursing, to get shooters open because he was a shooter and he probably like all his NBA career was like, man, if we did this and we did that. So now he's a coach. They ran more like a mid range game back when he was with MJ, but now he runs that. Look, he got Buddy Hield off 2 straight games, 20 plus points. He had 33. The closeout game had like 25 last night. I believe he led the Warriors in scoring. So that's crazy. I'm hoping the Warriors could put up. I mean, the Wolves could put up way more of a fight than they did yesterday because if they're gonna lose, I mean they got Jimmy Butler and they got players that like something about Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green. They're great. Two things that's underrated. Well, not underrated because Draymond Green is really already and Jimmy Butler. They've been known as great defenders all their career. But the overrated part, I mean, the underrated part about them is they're great. Like when they won it, when they locked in, they're great teammates. So they're gonna like make their teammates better. They don't care if they're leading the game and scoring. They just want to make they just want to win right now. They're at the point of their career where they just want to win. So I believe with even Jimmy Butler when he was in Miami, to me, he made that team the best it could be because of the way he was acting. It's like a thing in their head. Like even Draymond Green does. Draymond Green makes players better. Like them screens, them hard screens them dribble handoffs, that makes players get open and it makes them better. Just like Jimmy Butler. I mean, even what was it last night? Draymond Green had a pass to Jimmy Butler backdoor cut. They make each other better. They make players better. Like that's one underrated part about them that nobody talks about. Maybe they're great passers. Maybe they're great, facilitators. But that's what kind of part of what makes the Warriors team kind of pretty good. So yeah, like we basically every lower seed. Like I said yesterday, I put up that shirt and it said every lower seed was winning, and literally every lower seed is the only teams that's won in the second round. Ain't that crazy, y'all? Like seriously, we talking about the Pacers beat the Cavs 2 games in a row on the road. Every road team won. Golden State won on the road. The Knicks won on the road, and who else won on the road? The Knicks won on the road, and Denver won on the road. So we talking about like who's gonna break that streak? Which top seed is gonna actually win a damn home game? Like really, I would be so pissed if the Sixers was in the second round and this was happening like as a higher seed. This is crazy. But man, I'm kind of mad now as a Sixers fan that we got rid of Buddy Hield, man, because man, we could have used him. And he's on a $9 million contract. That's less than a mid-level exception, man. They got him on a deal, and it's only because we wanted I think Caleb Martin, and Caleb Martin was not a good fit for this team. We should have kept Buddy Hield. Once again, the Sixers management is so stupid, bro. It's stupid. I've never seen nothing like this. Every former Sixer balls out. Even though Tobias Harris, I believe that was a. They got Detroit got him for 25 million. We had to pay him 52 million just to play in Philly, or 47 million. Like the top pay. He goes to Detroit, does good things, rebounds the ball. Even though Detroit kind of fell because they were using him as a second option. That's the problem that we had. But if you use him in his role, like rebounding, getting little buckets here and there, Tobias Harris actually is good. Sorry to admit, but he's not Jimmy Butler. He can't be a second option. He can't be a second option. I'm sorry, but he can be a fourth option on a good team. He can get little rebounds. He could defend a little bit. He could, give easy buckets. Only thing he can't shoot too well. That's the only thing that messes him up. He's not even though he's been shooting 40% all his career, he takes the shots that he knows is wide open. He's not gonna take contested threes like that. So if the NBA is guarding threes like that, his game is gonna be maybe like a little dry mid range game. I guess, man. Yeah, but man, I ain't get one like on this stream, man. At least I got a lot of views. That's messed up though. You ain't even like my stream. Nobody commenting. I guess people not in the mood for the NBA today, but I'm still gonna run this content. Maybe y'all tune back in later when y'all wake up a little bit more. I kind of wasn't in the mood to shoot this video neither, but I understand, man. People don't be in the mood every day, but we gonna run this content because y'all got a bunch of weirdos in this joint winning. Like, nah, man, this ain't what it is. Nah, I can't feel this. I can't feel YouTube having a bunch of weird guys behind these cameras getting all this love. I gotta get the love. What y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? Dudes is weird as hell on this joint. That's why I can't. All I could do is talk these sports. Can't talk about no hip hop and nothing, man. I be watching all that stuff. That thing is weird, bro. Dudes got to start getting they self together, man. Dudes got to start like learning how to stop doing drugs. Start, you know, taking 3 deep breaths every time they get the urge to do something. Dudes got to learn that. Y'all got to control your own body, man. Y'all like people driving your body is like y'all driving a car and y'all ready to crash into the wall. Like, come on, be real, man. Why is y'all not sitting here and just like working on yourself and being the best you, man? You sitting here getting behind the camera talking about. I'm talking about sports and statistics. You getting on the camera talking about people when you're not even perfect. Like I'm not perfect, and I'm better than half of the people that get on this thing and talk about people. But yeah, like I guess like is always a thing that the old stuff from back in the day is always gonna come back in the picture. Like, but you gotta watch people too. It's true. You gotta watch out for people at the end of the day because man, this world is cruel. But yeah, like I said, the NBA playoffs have been a great second round, man. Even though as a Sixers fan, we're not in the playoffs. And another thing, May 12th, Monday, draft lottery. I'm gonna be live. Please join. I'm gonna be live through the draft lottery. Please join because we try and get that number one pick. I don't know if this little live whatever could give us some luck towards that, but we want that number one pick, man. So we got to get this. I hope y'all can hear me because my phone kind of on the Bluetooth, I guess. But that's how we gonna have to run this for now. Yeah, I seen like they kind of breaking down right now. Like to me, the top five picks right now, since they've been breaking it down, is like basically Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harbor. Uh, I know the guy from Duke, the center, he's not. He's like the seventh pick maybe in everybody's draft, but maybe he might just sneak into that top five. Trey Johnson is everybody's talking about him, and this other dude just came into the picture too that everybody's talking about. I know VJ Edgecombe is a heavy person that they talking about, but they also got this other dude that they said that the Sixers was gonna draft. I think it's Jeremiah Fears or something like that. I don't know if that's the actual name, but those are basically the six players. And then there's the boy named Connect from basically four players from Duke. And then it's this overseas bull, but that's like top seven, top eight. But we not if we get a seventh pick or eighth pick, we're not gonna get the pick. So we gotta focus on that top six. So right now in the top six is Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, VJ Edgecombe, and Jeremiah Fears, or that's five, and then probably the center from Duke is the six. But I like Connect from Duke because he's a shooter. But I didn't watch him all year, so I can't say that the flaws that he have is not legit because he might not be a good defender. You know all those things, or he might not be athletic enough to play in the NBA. Like you know all those things that come up. But a lot of the stuff should clear up more once we do like the draft, the draft, the combine and stuff like that. They'll be able to see, and the workouts, they'll be able to see more or less if the the players that are not supposedly not athletic are at least athletic enough to get off in the NBA. And I'm pretty sure they got like a lot of trainers that work with the NBA players too to be able to tell the difference or see if they're at that level or if they just need a little bit more work to get to that level. We got four people in the building. Can y'all start double tapping my face so I could get some likes? Because I've been talking here for 18 straight minutes. I ain't get one like, brother. Yeah, but like I was saying, yeah, so once they see that, they should see more. So, but I really, like I said, I'm still sticking to that. I believe they should draft Ace Bailey if they get anywhere near that top, like the third pick. Or even if they get the fourth pick and somebody don't pick him up. He's 6'10". He's the only player I believe that could be a forward and really get off in the league. Like he's 6'10". Even though everybody's comparing him to Jabari Smith Jr., man, I believe he could get off. Like I seen his athleticism. Even though Jabari Smith Jr. look like he's super athletic too, but Jabari Smith Jr. is a great shooter. So they acting like Jabari Smith Jr. is only like in his third year, man. He could be way better. He just still haven't tapped his potential all the way. Some people take longer to tap their potential. It don't gotta happen in the first 3 years in the league. Like he's not been in the greatest situation. Now they're starting to win a little bit. I guess he's maybe not in the rotation as much as people want him to be since he was a top pick. But hey, bring something to the team because the Houston got way better in 1 year. So them young developing, and next year they might be even better because they're all young. It's just like Detroit. Detroit might be even better, even though we saying they might be even better next year because they're young. It's a young team with a little bit of veteran leadership. Little bit of veteran leadership. So that's what they could, you know what I'm saying? That's what they could take it to. But yeah, like I was saying, man, we got to me, Ace Bailey should be the pick for the Sixers. But we're gonna see on May 12th, man. We're gonna see, man, because we can lose the pick to OKC. That would be OKC is in the playoffs, the best team in the league, and they freaking hold our pick. I can't believe that years ago, people were saying that OKC was gonna do this, and it really came true. Sam Presti asked to win the Executive of the Year for like 10 straight years, bro. Because how did he do? He pulled off taking everybody picks off of just basically KD, James Harden, and I guess Russ. Yeah, once Russ left, they started having all these picks, and people were saying, "Yo, they got all these picks," and kind of Paul George. They got a lot for Paul George, and they got Shea out of Paul George, so they got their next star out of Paul George, and they got all these picks. Man, Sam Presti, he's a fleecer. He's like somebody that go to the poker game and just be annihilating everybody on that poker table. That's what that remind me of, man. Sam Presti's like a master poker player or something. He's just killing everybody. Like I know Danny Ainge is okay, but man, it's the stuff that Sam Presti did. Danny Ainge's been in Utah for about a couple years. And he did a lot for Boston, but Boston's still been kind of Boston is more of a team thing because Boston, even though they made Brad Stevens the GM, they've still been making pretty good moves to get to that level. And they've had all these wins for years and one championship. I've seen that. I've seen not too long ago that it showed that the most wins by a team in the last 10 years was Boston, but they only had one championship. There's other teams that had like 2 or 3 championships. I think it was the Warriors or something. But it was like a show. I'm gonna put that up later though. Y'all gonna see it. But yeah, like this, that's crazy to think that what. But even though when Danny Ainge did that, and then he went to Utah, Utah's kinda. But then Danny Ainge just drafted Cody Williams, and he was like the worst draft pick. So it's like I don't know about Danny Ainge. I think Danny Ainge he was good being in Boston and fleecing the rival teams. But this dude, Sam Presti, is fleecing teams in the other conference. He fleecing the even did he even get something out of the Lakers? He might have got something out the Lakers for real. No, he got something out the Wizards for Russ because they traded him to the Wizards, I believe. Yeah, they traded him to the Wizards, and then the Wizards traded him to the Lakers. But he fleeced the Sixers too on that. He fleeced us on an Al Horford deal, like little minor deals. He fleeced us. Like, he fleeced us. Who would have? But we would have never known that this year would have been such a bad year. So this year would have been like for them it would have been like the 20th pick or something if we was actually what we were supposed to be. So it's just about circumstances. Like I guess you gotta like that's like a stock market investment to him. He made a stock market investment in like a Walmart $3 and never looked at it. $5 in like maybe not five. I'm tripping. $100 in Walmart and waited 5 or 6 years and never looked at it. The shit was $1,000 when he looked at it. Not thousand, maybe yeah, like maybe $1,000. I ain't gonna lie to you. If he put $100 in Walmart, it's not gonna be 1,000. But if he don't touch it for 5 years, it's gonna be at least $500. Look at the Walmart stock. Walmart stock. Any major company's stock every year at least it goes up at least 30%. So in 5 years it will go up at least 150%. If it have a good year, well then maybe it won't go to. Maybe it'll go to 250. But still, $100 to 250 for without touching it. That's a pretty good deal to me. But yeah, like I was saying, that's basically enough for that. We gonna predictions for the game tonight. We got tonight playing should be the Boston and New York, which is gonna be a great game again. When y'all get on this, comment and let me know who y'all think gonna win. But I believe Boston gonna take that game too. I don't think they're gonna go down 0-2. But if they do, woo because I don't like Boston, but I don't like New York neither because they beat us last year. But at least New York never made it out the second round, so it'll be something that they doing. New York haven't made it out the second round either. So New York fans be all hype on Philly fans, bro. We've been to the second round for 5 straight years. Y'all ain't even go to the second round. Y'all just got to the second round last year. 2 years out of like 10 years, I think y'all made it. No, y'all lost to the Hawks that one year when Julius Randle was only there. And then y'all made it to the second round last year. Y'all made it to the second round this year. That's love. Thank you. But let's see if y'all go to Eastern Conference Finals. Because last year y'all lost to the Pacers. And y'all was supposed to beat the Pacers, I believe. And y'all lost. So I don't want to really hear that. But then people underrate the Pacers and they say they're so overrated. But the Pacers are showing what they about. But you know what's crazy? They're so deep. And I think like Pascal Siakam got a lot to do with this too. That was another thing that the Sixers ain't get. But I don't think he get along with Nick Nurse. But that was another move that the Sixers couldn't make, man, and that probably would have helped him because he's super aggressive. He goes to the rim, even though he's not a great three-ball shooter. That's what they be worrying about. But Paul George don't go to the rim at all. So hopefully this year he start going to the rim more. But man, he don't be aggressive. That's not cool. But yeah, thanks for watching. Run these likes up, man. Please run them up, bro. I'm about to take my kids to school. And I'll get on live later, man. Like I said, tonight, the predictions for the night, if y'all betting or not, and I believe Boston's gonna win. And I believe who else plays? It's gonna be Denver. Okay, I think OKC gonna take this one. So thanks for watching. Hit the like button, share this video, and see y'all later. I'm out.